Have a beautiful time.
Let's flippin' go, folks. I am so sorry for the delay there. I am just having quite the long night, man. It is crazy. Woo, I'm like a little slow. I'm like, I need to get into it. I'm like, whew, not get into this. Like, I'm into this, but I need to like get into life a little bit. I'm just like, whoo, I don't know what's going on with me. Like half asleep and shit. But hello, everybody. Good guy, Raph, Lotus Sapphire,
Bye.
Crazy Squirrel. What is up, everybody?
Bye.
Thanks for
Have a
being
beautiful
here.
time.
Absolutely appreciate all of you. Let me go to my intermission screen. I shouldn't be on this screen. I should be on this screen. This is where we want to be. Dang, 1001 coming in with a rate of 3 off the bat. Let's go. My guy, thank you so much. How was the stream? Dang, what is up, dude? Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome in, Raiders. If it's your first time here, my name is LVG. I'm a wide variety streamer who plays all types of games across all platforms, PC to console, retro to current gen. I play it all. What is up, everybody? Let's do this. So, where's my notes? Let's see. Oh, you know, I have another book of notes. Is it here? It's here. No, this isn't it. That's my raid book. Where is my book of Q&A? Here it is. Hold on. I picked out some questions from there. We're here for the podcast. Let's go.
Bye.
Love it.
Have a
I appreciate
beautiful
you being here. Hey, Crazy Squirrel, I know you're lurking. You're good. No worries. I know the bot's probably being savage. It is all fine. Let's see here. Real quick, Raiders, if you're not already using Hover, I just gotta say, you need to get on Hover. It's like freaking TikTok for content creators. It's basically like TikTok, but for Twitch streamers. It's really, really cool. If you're not on it, get on it. Actually, if you want to sign up for it, I'd go here, because that link will take you to my page, but it won't take you to the sign up. Let me go to profile. And this isn't anyone like I'm trying to like push anybody into it. Like, you know, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you want to network outside of, if you want one more place to network, shit, does that work? Yeah, it did. Other than TikTok or Twitter or Discord, that Hover app right there is a really, really good place to do it. I assure you. Let's see here. Let me see something here. So if I were to copy this here, huh? Gotcha. Okay, interesting. All right, sorry, I couldn't post something somewhere, and I was trying to get to the bottom of it.
Bye. Have a beautiful
But
time.
I think we got it. I think we fixed it. Hopefully. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Let me minimize this so that I can see you guys better. And we are good. Let's see. So, what's new, everybody? How was your weekend? How was your Friday and Saturday? Anybody do anything exciting? Talk to me. What's up? What's new? We're looking into it hard. Hey, Kylie girl. What's up? Cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm like, guys, I post into like usually like dozens of Discords, and today I actually only posted in 5. So that's why I was like, that's really weird that today it's giving me a block when usually I post in like personal Discords and then a bunch of other Discords. But today I literally posted into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So that's just strange. It's so strange, but I appreciate it. Hey, enjoy the Amazon Prime message there. If you guys didn't know that you can get a free sub with Amazon Prime, that is my Prime message. Yeah, and possibly, I'm sure that's probably what it is. It's just so weird that, like I said, usually I post into like 15, 20 Discords, and today I only posted in 5. And today, of all days, it chose to do it. That's just so weird. Yeah, no worries. No, it's all good. It's not your fault. It's nobody's fault. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't do something wrong. That was my concern. I was like, oh no, did I do something wrong? Like, I've been trying to chat in the general chat. I've been trying to like be more involved with the Discord, and then I thought maybe I just did something wrong and wasn't aware. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't do something wrong. So as long as that's not the case, then I'm good. That's really all I care about. Yeah, no worries. Cool. So I just want to make sure I didn't piss in anybody's Cheerios inadvertently or violate a rule. That's all I care about. If we're good, then sweet. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mwah. Much love. Appreciate it. Cool. All right. Because I have like high insecurity issues, so normally when something's wrong, I'm like, oh shit, it's my fault. Like I immediately just think it's my fault. I'm like, what did I do? Like, usually I'm like, I don't need a woman to blame me for everything. I think that's why I'm 35 and single, because I already blame myself for everything. I don't need. You know, I'm just kidding, ladies. I'm kidding. But seriously, I immediately blame myself all the time when something goes wrong. I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? It's never what did anybody else do. I'm like, what did I do? So, Cool. Rock on. Let's see here. So, yeah. Again, hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Welcome in. Welcome in. Love to know if you guys did anything exciting, or if you just sat in all weekend and played Arceus. Like that's what's up. That's totally cool. By all means. I know Callie had a podcast this weekend. What's up, Crazy Squirrel? Good to see you. I was unable to make it live, but I do want to. I do want to go watch the VOD because it was a topic that I wanted.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Gamer Slayer, take care, buddy. I'm good, Crazy Squirrel. How are you? How was your weekend? Oh man, I gotta thank Leopard and Pac-Man. I swear Pac-Man's happened when I was live, and Leopard's happened when I was not live. Cause then Fatty's 10 followed me, and I don't remember being live for that either. So I gotta let's shout Leopard out, even though I know she won't really care for it, but she subbed, tier 3, holy cow. Thanks for that, it was a good one. We try to mix up the silly with the serious, and this one weighed a bit more on the serious side, but I felt, yeah, no, for sure. I do the same. I try to keep it I usually try to keep it about gaming, but not last week, because last week I couldn't make the podcast, but the week prior we ended the podcast with a bit of a saucy topic, but it ended well. It ended up going very well. I ended up, treading the topic without, upsetting people. I had people on both sides giving me compliments that always feels good for me as a host, is to not ever come off completely on, you know what I mean, when there's a debate, because obviously then you come off as a biased host. So yeah, weekend was pretty awesome. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. That's the hard part, right? Trying to make sure the balance doesn't tip to one side or the other, right? Yeah, unless it's like an obvious topic, but for this specific topic, it was not obvious, because it kind of happens to both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? It's just one of those, like, what's the word? Double standards, where it kind of it kind of gets noticed on one end, not so much the other, and so I had to like tread it. I was like, let me just tread that carefully, because it happens to both sides. We just have to be more aware of it. But yeah, anywho, yeah, totally hardest part is keeping a balance, not tipping it. That is a talent, so props to you for being able to do that. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Let's see here. So, Alright, so our first topic is actually gonna be, let's go ask some questions. I had some Discord questions. What game do you enjoy that is not liked by the masses? Oh, man, what game do I enjoy that is not liked by the masses? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I tend to like a lot of, you know what? Death Stranding. That's one I can think of off the bat. Death Stranding. I'm like, damn, what do I have? What can I think of? I'm like looking around the room, and then I saw my giant baby in a jar from the Death Stranding Collector's Edition sitting over there, and I'm like, that's it right there, that game. Most people can't stand that game because it's a walking simulator, I guess, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. Hey, good guy Raph, Lotus Sapphire, and Trial Captains, thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. So, yeah, let's see here. That would be my game. My game would be Death Stranding. That's a game that I liked, that I would consider not enjoyed by the masses. What's going on, Spider? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Coming in a little low. How about now? Is that better? Hope that's better. I was also turned away maybe when I was talking. No, these are questions for everybody. Yeah, these are questions for everybody. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, if there's any audio issues, guys, let me know for sure. Because I'm always making adjustments and movements and adding things and changing things. Because I have a weird thing about getting tedious. So I tend up changing my desk a lot. My microphone position, all that shit. Yeah, no, this is a question for everybody, not just for me. No. I want to get you guys engaged. This is about us. I want to get to know you guys. You guys get to know about me. So yeah, these questions are solid. What games do you enjoy that is not liked by the masses? So for me, it would be Death Stranding. For you, you love the Splinter Cell games. Well, Splinter Cell though, those are popular back in the day. Those are, I mean, I thought those were pretty popular. In fact, I know there's a pretty high demand for it to be remade, and I think Sony might even be considering bringing it back because of the whole Microsoft purchase that happened recently. We all know Call of Duty is going to be leaving. You know what I mean? The Sony atmosphere in like probably 2024, maybe 2025. Sorry about that, chat. No. I appreciate that. I do.
We're supposed to get headshots? I'm getting shot.
Oh,
not
thank you, Pipe Clogger. Holy smokes, dude. Let me give you a shout out.
Sissy.
Dang! We got G-Stark in the building. Ah! Let's go. So many legends. Pipe, dude, thank you so much. I gotta do 40 push-ups here in a second. Because, Leopard came through with a tier 3, and then you just came through with that, so tier 1. So, yeah, I gotta do 40. Dude, you guys rock. Thank you so much. Microsoft can own all the games in the world, and Sony will still win. Yeah, I mean, you know, no, Sony's not worried. We'll get into that discussion for sure. Sony's already said they're not worried. They have so many games in their library that they've like not tapped into for years, that if they were to bring back, I think that they would blow up. And Splinter Cell was actually one of them, which I was saying, since Call of Duty is probably going to go to the Xbox, is going to become an Xbox exclusive, probably as early as 2024. I would assume that, oh my god, you guys. Callie, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Holy smokes. I appreciate the hell out of that.
How dirty is this thing?
I think that Sony needs to make a move, and their move is going to be to bring back Splinter Cell. I'm trying to be excited and trying to stay on topic at the same time. I'm like, oh my god. But if you guys come first, I'll pause this whole show just to freaking party. Sony has nothing to worry about with Microsoft. Microsoft literally has done nothing with the franchises they bought other than pump out games as dead service titles. Yeah, I would agree to some extent. I would agree. Like they definitely screwed up Halo. Sadly, Halo has become that. I think no one's even talking about Halo anymore. Like what, 2 months, 3 months after it came out, it's not that the game sucks. The situation sucks. Because I love Halo. I'm a big Halo fan. But after 343 acquired it from Bungie, it's just not been the same. And I told, when everybody was asking me if I was excited for the game to come out, I said I am, but I'm not pre-ordering it because every time I pre-ordered a Halo game, the last 2 Halo games I pre-ordered, I've been disappointed with. So I'm not pre-ordering this one, right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. You know what I mean? Or we're the other way around, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, because it's for falling for it a second time. I think that's how it goes, right? My bad. So, fool me a third time, I'm not having it. And sure enough, it came out, and everybody was like, it was okay. I think the campaign is like 5 hours, 6 hours, maybe 8. I don't know. I heard it was a pretty short campaign. And then, so. But Callie, thank you again for that 100 biddies. Pipe and Leopard, thank you for the subs. You guys rock. Holy shit. G-Stark, how are you, man? How's everyone's weekends? Let's go. Oh my goodness, thank you for the host. Aquata, I appreciate the host. Hold on, holding mechanics and reuse plot mechanics now. V 2.0 has you every 5 seconds. Halo has on Xbox. Yeah. No, crazy. I play on all platforms. I have no elitism. This is actually one of those topics where I feel confident that I can speak from a neutral ground point because everyone knows that I own everything, right? I own it all as far as consoles and platforms go. I have no elitism when it comes to games. I love all of them. I want all games to succeed because if Microsoft succeeds and Sony succeeds and Nintendo succeeds and all these other little developers succeeds, guess what? We all get games, right? I want everyone to succeed. I don't give a shit, right? My thing is, you know what I mean? I just like everything for its own purposes, right? Microsoft is great because it's kind of like the Netflix of video games. I can pay a subscription. I can play a bunch of games. If I want to own it physically, right? Then and I'm not sure about it, right? I can always go to Xbox Game Pass, test it out, and if I like it, you know what I mean, buy it physically, you know, should I feel the need to. If I want it portably, right, I'll just get it on the Switch and sacrifice some graphics, right? But at least I'll be able to take it with me anywhere I go. You know what I mean? Like, everything has its thing, you know what I mean? And then PC, I love playing on PC because everything looks so damn crisp. It's so crisp on PC. Same games, you know what I mean? So I like everything for its purposes. So I want all companies to win. But at the end of the day, I have 4,000 games. Let's go. Sequata, how are you? I just wish more games. You and me both, Callie. You and me both. You have no idea. That's the other thing about it. I wish more games would do that. Like Dead by Daylight has that, right? Like, I love that Dead by Daylight. Doesn't matter if you're on the Switch, PC, or you know what I mean, or console, whatever. You can all like intermingle. That is fantastic. More games need to do that. 1,000%. As a console, yeah, exactly. I agree. I love DVD. Yeah, so I'm okay so far. Just okay. If you need to DM me, Sequata, you know I'm there, man. I'm there. Yeah. So I love it all. So I do want them to succeed. So as far as I guess we can, I was gonna go into Arceus first, but we can go right into the Sony 2022 topic. So Sony, as of right now, you know, with the whole Microsoft thing, they don't really have an immediate concern. 2022 is pretty much stocked full for Sony. We know we've got Horizon Zero Dawn coming out soon. Haven't played DVD since last year. Hey, you know, it's good to take a break from it. I take breaks from it. Okay, I haven't played it in maybe a month or so. I take breaks from it too, as much as I love it. We know we have Horizon Zero Dawn 2 coming out here in the next month or so, right? The next month. We know that we have God of War coming. I think they're ballparking it for the fall. My guess is September. I'm gonna guess September. I just finished Zero Dawn a week ago. Nice. How'd you like it? Tell me your thoughts. I love that game a lot, and I played the Frozen Wilds DLC. It was pretty cool too. But I'm very much excited for the sequel. Unfortunately, I don't have a PS5, so I'll be playing it on my PS4 Pro. And although they essentially look the same, I can tell the differences. Like, I can tell the PlayStation 4 version, the ground is a little like flatter. You know what I mean? Whereas the PlayStation 5 version, like if there's like uneven tablets in the road, right? Those tablets will actually like have corners that stick out. You know what I mean? With like grass growing out of it, things like that. So I've noticed some minor details. But hey, it is what it is. I'll be playing it on the PS4 Pro. Hey, Prime Rib, good to see you. It was so good. Oh, that's good to hear. Excited for Dying Light 2. Yep, Dying Light 2 that's another great game. I don't think that's a PlayStation exclusive, but no, it's not. But still, that's a great game that's coming out this year for sure. Sweet Sugar Candy, Sonic Forces, The Game of Life 2, Among Us, Crewmate Edition.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Arceus is a beautiful game. It comes out on the 18th. Okay, I thought so. Horizon, unfortunately, isn't coming to PC till December. Right. Makes you sad. Yeah. Right. You mean the first game or the second game? Let's see here. So, Sony has Horizon Zero Dawn. We talked about, there's God of War 5, basically Ragnarok as we all know it, but that's basically God of War 5 for the fall. My guess is September. I don't know, but it's just my guess. We've also got, I think it's pronounced, is it Sifu or Saifu? Sifu. It is basically like a martial arts combat game. It looks pretty cool. There's a lot of hype behind it. I know that's not an exclusive though. I think that's coming out on Epic Game Store as well as the PlayStation. But it looks pretty dope. For the lighter gamers, right? Because we're all gamers. I don't care if you play Minecraft or if you play the most hardcore like Doom. You know what I mean? But like, I think there's a game. I think it's a PlayStation exclusive. I could be wrong, but there's a game called Stray where you play as a stray cat. I mean, that could be fun. So there's that. That's coming out. But the two other big things, right, would be that Spartacus, Project Spartacus, is going to get announced, if not even maybe released. And And PlayStation VR 2 is going to get announced, I think, this year, and possibly even released. I'm going to guess from a price range of $400 to $600. That's my guess. I got to do some push-ups, though. While you guys marinate on that, I'm going to do some push-ups. So, hold on a second. Workout cam. Is the workout cam working? Does not seem to be working. Why not? Let me see something here. Okay, so let me close that. Let me see here. It's like not above. There it goes. Okay. There we go. Now there it is. All right. I'm just over here patiently waiting and stalking all the info for Hogwarts Legacy. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool as shit. I'm so excited for that. I'm only on Xbox or Switch. I have no other consoles, unfortunately. Hey, that's all good. It's like I said, there's no elitism here. I won't make anybody feel bad for being an Xbox gamer, a PC gamer, a Switch gamer, whatever. We all, if you're gaming and having a good time, I'm happy for you. That's my philosophy. Alright, this thing's a little crooked right now. I don't know why it did that. I'm afraid to pull it because then it's going to make the freaking signal go crazy probably. Oh, it worked. Okay, and it's not frozen? Damn. Alright. This camera's kind of shitty. That's why I don't really use it for anything except workouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm so sore from the other day when you guys made me do 160. Like I'm hella sore from the freaking 160 you guys had me do, what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago? Oh man, my chest is on fire. Alright, hold on, I can do another 10. I owe you guys another 10, I can do it, go on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Whew. Man. Holy hell. Okay. Okay. I respect all platforms. You mind to do a game Among Us? What are these games you're looking forward to, or these games that you play? Take care, Spider. Thanks for popping in, buddy. If you're lurking, I appreciate you. So I think that mid-February we're gonna get a Sony State of Play. Here's my projections, right, for the next couple weeks. Mid-February, we get maybe end of February, I don't know, but let's just say between mid-February and like beginning of March, right? We're gonna get a Sony State of Play. And in the State of Play, they're going to announce, in my predictions are, they're going to go ahead and discuss Project Spartacus. They're going to discuss potentially God of War. They're going to discuss PlayStation VR 2. Those are the three things, in my opinion, that they're going to absolutely discuss at the State of Play. You have those games in your collection? Nice. Very cool. Solid selection. Definitely. Hogwarts Legacy, I'm very excited about that. I don't know if I'll get it right off the bat, but I am excited for it. I do want it. So, yeah. That's what I think they're going to talk about. As far as what they need to bring back, what I think they need to bring back, because of Call of Duty about to become an Xbox exclusive. Yeah, you're good, Callie. No worries. You're good. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Kids first. I think that some of the games they need to bring back, like we talked about, would be, I think you said, wasn't it, what did you say, Siphon Filter? What was the game you mentioned earlier? I think it was Siphon Filter. Or was it something else? No, I don't think it was Siphon Filter. It was... I can't remember. The game you mentioned earlier today, I think they should definitely bring that back. I think you said it was Siphon Filter, but I could be wrong. And then the other thing would be Killzone. They need to bring back Killzone. Speaking of Killzone, I have whoever's the PSP. I've got Killzone Liberations right here, but they need to bring Killzone back. 100%. I think that this would be successful if they brought it back. I also think they need to bring back SOCOM. If they brought back SOCOM, I think people would people would get into it, especially for the PlayStation side of people. Again, because PlayStation players are going to need something. So if Call of Duty is taken away, we're going to need something. And I think Killzone and SOCOM would be some good replacements for it. And yeah, I don't know. And then I don't know, any other ideas as far as that goes, or those are the only things that I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah. So yeah, anyone have any games that they think that they enjoyed that were not popular to the masses? If not, I'm going to go on to the next question. But I want to give some folks who came in an opportunity to answer that. What game did you enjoy that is not liked by the masses? My answer was Death Stranding. I like Death Stranding, but I can tell that from most people's review on it, they didn't like it. Let's see here. What game did you enjoy but haven't been back to finish? What game did you enjoy but haven't been back to finish? I actually have two on my list right now, and that is Dragon Quest Builders 2, Odyssey, like Abe's Odyssey. Mine would be Dragon Quest Builders 2, and Final Fantasy 7. I recently started. Oh, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Final Fantasy 7. I just started recently, like last month, and I haven't been able to get back into it because I feel like I'm playing too many games at one time, and you know what I mean. Like it's kind of hard to get into them for not only for me but maybe for you guys, because like I'll play a game one day and then like the next day it's completely something different. And then the next day it's something different, and the next day, and it was like, it would be nice to just, I was told it'd be nice to like maybe get 2 days of the same game, and then maybe another 2 days of the same game, like kind of break it up a little more and play less variety of game, like, not less variety, but at one time, a less variety of game. So, I narrowed it down to Metroid, Mass Effect, and, I don't know, I haven't really played anything else, but I was thinking like maybe I can continue the Sonic series. But yeah, I need to get back into Final Fantasy 7, and I need to play Dragon Quest Builders 2, but that I've been playing off stream. I haven't been streaming that game at all. That's just me like sitting on the couch late at night playing a game that I don't think I'd enjoy streaming, but I enjoy playing it. So Dragon Quest Builders 2, look into it. The new Five Nights at Freddy, I'm stuck at an annoying part. I'm so close to finishing it as well. Also Far Cry 6. Okay. Interesting. Hold on, let me turn this a little bit. There we go. Cool. Okay. 100% recommend Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, no, I mean I've played it before. I decided to replay it. I was like a month ago. I had this itch to restart it, replay it after not playing it in 2 decades, and I got up to just past the second bombing, and then I haven't been back. We go into some pretty little city. I can't think of it right now, where there's flowers and gardens and shit. I just got there, and I did like 1 or 2 things there, and then I saved the game, and then I haven't been back since. So I need to restart. Not restart, but I need to hop back into it for sure. By the way, good to see you, Mr. Dabs. Love Final Fantasy VII, but the OG, and then both the OG and there. I haven't played the remaster. I'll be honest. I've actually never played the remaster. That was something that I was tempted to do after I played the OG, the original, was to go ahead and maybe, try the new one to kind of see like a back-to-back comparison, as well as graphical updates. But I am aware that it's not the full game. It's only like, it's apparently only the really the first section of the game, more so than anything. So, but yeah, I do want to play it, even though I think it's a lot more drawn out than the original. Irish Savage, what's going on, dude? Oh, let's go. Also, Far Cry 6. Oh, that's a game that you started and haven't been able to get back into, but you want to, for sure. You stalking my hover? Yeah, bro. No, what I mean, yes, but I go through my follower list. What I do is every day I go to my follower list and I try to go through at least a dozen people on my follower list and go through and like maybe 10, 15 videos of theirs. You know what I mean? That's my hover routine every day. I go through at least a dozen people. Now, if I go to someone's profile and they only have like 9 videos, I might do more than a dozen. But if the dozen that I happen to come across, the next dozen in the list, all have like 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 videos, I'll just do like maybe 15 or 20 of them. But yeah.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Hey, Big Red, take care, buddy. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. Yo, Little Norse, good to see you. I appreciate it. Return the favor. Thanks, man. Nice. Looking forward to him, man. Looking forward to him. I posted a dumbass one today where I was like, I was wearing like a sweater very similar to this, with a hood, but it was like the same tone as my skin, like practically the same tone as my skin, and like I started like doing like this little dance. I looked like a little sperm on screen. Everybody was like, "You're so weird." I was like, "I know. That's why you're here. That's why you guys are here, because I'm weird. You like it." What's up, Snipey? Good to see you. Look at that 12 months. Look at that 12. Damn. Damn, let's go. Little Norse with the 6. Irish with the 1. Let's go. Small D. Hey, you have the 12-month badge. You have access to the big D. Yeah, you grew your D. Your D got bestowed with hugeness. That's love right there. That is love. Yeah, anybody who's a sub, you got granted a big D. If you're only a follower, which is okay, I love followers. Not only a follower, but if you're only following, right, you got a little D. But if you sub, right, you get bestowed with a big D. So, Norse is chasing my gravity. There you go. That's good. That's good to make it a competition. My competition is with some of the big guys. Like right now I'm getting ready to surpass Capri Sun Poppy. He's got like 8.7k gravity, somewhere around there. And I'm at like 8.3. Like 8.29 is where I'm at. So like I think in like the next week, you know what I mean, I could possibly surpass Capri Sun in gravity, right? So, and then after I surpass him, I'm going to look for the next person on the list and see who I can get, So, that's just what I've been doing. That's how I've been making it competitive for myself. So, yup. And when I do surpass them, damn well I'm going to take a screenshot and be like, BAM! I passed Capri Sun in gravity. Let's go. Ba-boom. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see here. Let me grab my pen. I gotta cross out some of these things here, otherwise I'm gonna lose track. So we talked about the Sony 2022 coming up. I mentioned, just to recap, a State of Play is coming up probably in the mid-February, early March. They're gonna talk about Sony VR2. They're gonna talk about potentially God of War Ragnarok, and they're definitely gonna talk about Project Spartacus. As far as what is Project Spartacus is going to be Sony's version of Game Pass. And they're going to bring titles back that from the PSP era, right? Which I'm glad, because I would love to play Silent Hill Origins on stream for you guys. This game is absolutely fantastic and one of the most slept on Silent Hill games because it's on a PSP. I'd love to play this for you guys on stream, as well as a bunch of other stuff. They're going to bring back PS1 games, PS2 games, PS3 games, and PS4 games. So, yeah. Cali Girl, Excalibur, thank you both for popping in and lurking. If you're lurking, that's great. What else? We asked this question here. What game did you enjoy that is not liked by the masses? Feel free to answer in the chat. And what game did you enjoy but haven't been back to finish? That was the other question I asked and I answered, and I'm also continuously looking for answers. Let's see here. So, Pokemon Arceus. How's everyone enjoying it? I have not picked it up yet. I don't have it yet. I haven't played it. I've been watching reviews on it. I'm not a person who gives a shit about spoilers, unless it, like, not for like Pokemon games. Like if it's for like something like the next Resident Evil, yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers. If it's the next Silent Hill, I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers. But things like Mario and Pokemon, and I'm not too worried about spoilers. I pretty much know what to expect from the game, right? So I'm just like, whatever, right? Let's see here. So, with that being said, I haven't picked it up, but I wanted to know what everyone's thoughts on it are. Right? What's everyone thinking? What starters did you start with? If everyone who did get it, what starters did you go with? Iris is being mean. Fucking tease. Oh, yeah. Gee, what was your starter? You're trying to use Hovermore? Nice. Like, one freaking day still, and he is being oh, nice. I think I'm gonna end up picking Cyndaquil, but I think Piplup is adorable as hell. Like, a part of me wants to start 2 games, one with Piplup and one with Cyndaquil. I think Cyndaquil would be an easier playthrough, but Piplup, I don't know, I just think Piplup's adorable. Isn't it basically like a snow koala? It's adorbs. Cyndaquil, yeah, Cyndaquil is one of the OGs. I'm definitely aware. But yeah, I'd love to know what everyone's. I'm a Johto fan. Nice. See, I grew up like my first Pokemon game was Red, Blue, and Yellow, so I'm always gonna be a Gen 1 fan. I got into Gen 2 slightly, but not heavily. And then by Gen 3, I was too old, and I was like, I grew out of it. Focused on other stuff. So some of the reviews that I've come across is that the game looks like it flows really well. There's not a lot of like load times, load screens. There's not like when a battle starts up, right? There's no like weird, like, you know how they usually load the battle in. Like, it's none of that. It's all pretty freeform, which I really, really like about it. I'm actually very excited about that. One of the reasons why I'm looking forward to starting it is because I think that looks like a pretty sick, you know, just the transitions between battling and then even like going from your Pokemon to your Pokeballs, and I don't know, it looks really good, really smooth. Very consistent. It looks fun as hell. I really do want to pick it up. I think that's going to be, you know, I heard there's not a lot to it though. There are trainer battles and there are Pokemon battles and things like that. Yeah, a lot of people said it's better than Sword and Shield, and I actually have Shield. I bought Sword and Shield for me and my niece, but I have Shield and she has Sword. I wanted Shield because of the Ghost Pokemon. I know that Shield was more known. I think Shield has the Ghost Town in it, and the Ghost Pokemon, and Sword didn't. So I got that one. It feels like Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I mean, it's not your traditional Pokemon game. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely, I've seen it's much different. It feels like Breath of the Wild. It does. I've heard it does feel like it, but it definitely doesn't look like it. You know, the graphics are definitely the only downfall that most people are even talking about. Really, is the fact that the graphics are subpar, right? Which for a Pokemon game, I never really expect much to begin with. But I guess as far as a Nintendo Switch standard, in comparison to games like Immortal Phoenix Rising, Breath of the Wild, The Witcher 3, things like that, I guess most people are like, we kind of expected a little more with the graphic fidelity. So I heard that people were a little upset about the graphics. Like the trees, like the leaves on the tree, I was watching somebody like stare at it, and it would look like little paper thin, like this little paper thin thing like blowing on the tree, and it was just doing the same animation. Like, there was really nothing about it. And so they were, like, kind of laughing about it. And then the other thing was that the characters are too quiet. Somebody said that they wish they did something with, like, how, like, Zelda was, Breath of the Wild, where, like, there's grunting. Even Skyward Sword Skyward Sword there was, like, grunting and, like, you know, sounds. Like, people just made sounds when they spoke. So they said that the characters were too quiet. So those are the only two. I mean, if that's the only two things that people can complain about in a game, I gotta say that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. If they're saying that the game flows well, it's consistent, and it's fun, but the only issue is that the characters are too quiet and the graphics are kind of eh. That's pretty. You know, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Hey! Why is it not getting them? There we go. I was like, it's getting that stupid mask. Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Woo-hoo! So yeah, thank you for that. Love that. That is fantastic. So yeah, the game flows well. I did hear that there's like almost an hour of tutorial. Is that right? And there's a lot of dialogue in the tutorial, like that you have to read. So I heard that was another thing that people were kind of like eh about. And then the other positive thing was that it's an interesting story and interesting lore to the Pokemon franchise. So that was another positive that I got from some reviewers. The tutorial was long. Yeah, I heard that from a lot of people. That was the other quote unquote negative thing, was the tutorial was long with a lot of dialogue. Graphics were kind of eh, and then the fact that there's no like noises from the characters, it's just too quiet when you're reading dialogue. So I was like, okay. But yeah, again, if that's all people are going to complain about, that seems like it's a pretty solid game then. Most people are saying that it's not exactly what people wanted. Like people wanted a game like this, like as far as Pokemon games evolving, this is the direction that they wanted it to go, but it's not exactly what they were looking for. So ultimately, most of the reviews that I have, the way they sum it up is that it's not perfect, but it is a necessary change to the franchise, and it's a solid foundation to grow upon for the next set of Pokemon games. Hour and a half, wow, for the tutorial, that's crazy. So, good foundation to build details upon for the next game, and not perfect, but necessary change to the franchise. So it's getting there, yeah, cool. So then it's better than having to pay. Yeah, well, I agree. Trust me. You know there's going to be DLC for this game, though. There's 100% going to be DLC. That's absolutely happening. What? I guess you being the Johto fan would probably answer with Johto. But what generation of Pokemon would you like remade in the Arceus style? Right? Because we officially have the Let's Go style, which is really kind of... I'm not a big fan of the Let's Go style. Like, it's cute, and it's easy for kids, so I understand its purpose. I'm not saying like that I don't like them, but they're just too easy for me.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
So, I don't know. I would, Pokemon Sword and Shield, I believe, was a little different than the Let's Go style. That was more the traditional Game Boy, old school style of it. I believe, right? And then Arceus, like I said, I haven't played Arceus yet to really judge it, but... Yeah, but I've heard people saying that they're having a hard time going back to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl after playing the new one because it's too slow now. Because of the way the battles are presented and all that stuff. Like, there's no flow. You know what I mean? Like, they got used to the flow of this new one. That now the old style is kind of like, So, the second and third gens, yeah, those are good gens. To call it hay fever, nice. Nice. I want to go with Piplup. When I get my hands on Arceus, I want to go with Piplup, but more than likely I'll probably do my first playthrough as Cyndaquil, but we'll see. We'll see. For Sword, I can't remember what I went with Sword and Shield. I went with oh gosh, I don't remember what the options were because it's the UK Pokemon. So they had a different name for some of them. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I can't remember which one I went with. I have to restart it anyways. Even if I did get back into it, I have to restart it. Let's see here. Okay. So, yeah, that takes care of that. I mean, hey, Cowboy, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. How are you? How's your weekend? We were talking about, yep, we were exactly that. We were just talking about Arceus. Let's see here. Damn, folks. I'm only 20 follows away from Twitter, by the way, from 1,000 followers. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty nuts. Hey, Dabberwalk, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate the hell out of that. If only I was on my PC. Oh, it's all good, dude. Welcome in, Dabberwalk. How'd you happen to come across the channel? My name's LVG, which is just short for my channel name, Live Video Game TV. Makes it easier to talk to me. Wide variety streamer. I typically play games when I stream. But today is my podcast day. So I'm talking about games, gaming news of the week. I usually do this weekly. But welcome in, man. So, yeah. Well, I'm glad everyone's enjoying Arceus. I hope to get my hands on it soon. Yeah. As far as Sony goes, they're definitely not worried whatsoever about this purchase from Microsoft. Oh, Moolabu. Nice. Moolabu's fantastic. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, snap. Oh, dang. They do that too well. They're way too good at that. If I did it, you guys would be like, "What is he? Is he having a seizure, a stroke?" They did that pretty well. Alright, let's see here. So good, yeah. I'm absolutely so happy that everyone's enjoying Arceus. The general consensus on it is that it's really good. Like I said, the only 3 complaints have been pretty, what's the word? Cosmetic. They've been cosmetic complaints, nothing crazy. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm excited to get my hands on it whenever that happens. And then, yeah, Sony's not worried about, you know, at least not for the next year. They have at least 2 or 3 years to get some projects going and things as far as like a new SOCOM game or a new Killzone game. You know what I mean? They got time to kill a little bit to, you know. I mean, not like necessarily because it takes about that long, if not longer, to get a game, you know, developed and released. So they need to get on it. But the point is it's not like an immediate threat. They have a little bit of time. And in the meantime, 2022 has a bunch of shit that's getting ready to drop. As far as Horizon Zero Dawn 2, God of War, Ragnarok, Sifu, Stray, PlayStation VR 2, and Project Spartacus. So it'll be all good in the hood. The last topic for this week that I had was the fact that Metroid Prime 4, for anybody who's a Metroid fan like myself, a lot of us have been waiting for Metroid Prime 4 to get announced, and possibly even a Metroid Prime Trilogy remake. It seems like Metroid Prime 4 is potentially in development, like, hiatus. I don't want to say development hell, but maybe a development hiatus. Can't remember the company that had them originally, but supposedly it's now being ran on, Retro Studios is now in charge of Metroid Prime 4. As opposed to whoever was originally on the project. I don't have those notes in front of me right now. But they have been seen posting hiring news, like hiring posts. They're looking for lives Microsoft will reign above all costs. Yes. Oh yeah. I was like, no, Sony will do something. Sony's got some stuff that they'll do. Let's see here. Retro Studios. Hiring. Who are they hiring? I forgot what they're hiring for. They're hiring engineers. That's what it was. That's what it was. So a tools engineer and a technology engineer. Now, I only know, when it comes to making video games, I only know about the audio side of it, right? That's where my degree was, the audio engineering side. Gotta go. Hey, you as well, Crazy. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. I really do. You as well, Dabs. Thank you so much. I thought these were, like, I don't know. I thought they were for the, like, things that you typically look for in the beginning of development. You know what I mean? So I'm worried that it hasn't been restarted. Because again, I don't know the positions that well, but I thought these were positions that you really needed when the game was in the beginning stages of something. So I'm hoping that it's not in the beginning stages. I'm hoping that they're pretty far along. Maybe not close to the end, but I'm hoping that they are decently far along. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of worried about this Metroid 4 Prime. I don't know what's happening with it. I'm hoping that if they're not going to do Metroid Prime 4, maybe they can release the trilogy as a remake, or maybe they can release the original games, like re-release them, like Zero Missions, Samus Returns for the 3DS, Fusion, or maybe remake Super Metroid. I'd love a Super Metroid remake. But yeah, a little concerned with the fact that they're hiring them. They need people. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's concerning. What's up, yo? I mean, hire me, right? My other concern is that Retro Studios, the last game to come out from Retro Studios was Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for the Switch. And that was a port. That wasn't even like an original game. That was a Wii port, or a Wii U port. Yeah, Wii U port. Tropical Freeze came out on the Wii U and then got ported to Switch. So they worked on a port, not even an actual game. And that was 8 years ago. So that's the other concern I have about Retro Studios being in charge. I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just saying that as a fan of Metroid, these are just concerns that I'm expressing. But yeah, they haven't released a game in 8 years, and that was a port. So, I don't know. If Metroid 4 really is in development hell, and they really are stuck, then they need to give us, like I said, either the old games re-released, or Super Metroid remade, or I don't know. I heard another 3D Mario. Well, yeah, that's what Bowser's Fury was a test. Bowser's Fury was a test, and Bowser's Fury had such a positive response that they definitely want to continue going that route. Bowser's Fury is definitely, just like Arceus, it was kind of like a necessary change to the franchise for Pokemon. Bowser's Fury was kind of like the test for what they feel might be necessary changes for the Mario franchise. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They need to make more DK games. Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. They said they might have to restart and do remake. Yeah, that's what I was reading as well, Cowboy Riot, and that's why I was bringing up the fact that if Metroid Prime 4 really is in development hell, then they need to just go ahead and focus on remaking Metroid Prime 1 through 3, the Metroid trilogy, remake those, remaster them, HDify them, whatever, from the GameCube and the Wii or the Wii U, and bring them over to the Switch. And they should also remake Super Metroid, or even Metroid Fusion. I would love a Metroid Fusion remake or a Super Metroid remake. But mostly, I'd like a way to play all the updated games on the Switch, because right now you can only play the original NES Metroid on the Switch, and that version sucks compared to the Game Boy Advance remake called Zero Missions. So much better. Metroid 2 is a Game Boy game, and it was remade for the 3DS, and it is just gold, absolute gold. Hey DJ, what's going on, dude? Yeah, they are making a new Mario movie. Yep. So it makes sense that they'd want to release in the new game with it. Yep. How are you, DJ? And then yeah, there's a couple other things. Oh, and then yeah, I would like Fusion. Fusion's only on the Game Boy Advance, so I'd like that on the Switch somehow. So either they need to bring Game Boy Advance games to the NSO and make sure that that's one of the games that's on there. But yeah, so that's that. Hey, DJ with the sub, let's go, dude. Thank you so much, man. 6 months. Let's flip and go. You get to keep the big D, buddy. You get to keep the big D. You don't get downgraded to a little D. You get to keep the big D. All right. Well, let me bust open the workout cam, and I'll do some push-ups. Oy vey. Ow. Oh my God, I'm so freaking sore. I'm never gonna heal. All right. We've done 40 so far on stream. We're about to make it 60. Oh Jesus. 20. 1, 3. Wait. Hold on. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. God damn. Oh, man. Whew. I only want the D size, no matter. Oh, man. I did not skip 16. Oh, gosh. Dude, my pecs. My pecs are killing me. My biceps don't even kill me, bro. It's my pecs. Like, right, if I stick, like, a thumb right in here, it's, like, sore as hell. I'm like, ah! Like, if I had a girlfriend and I pissed her off right now, she could easily defeat me. Just, like, poke me in, like, certain areas of my pecs. And I'd be like, ah! Like, ah, man. Feels like I got hit with a brick. Bro. I'll do one more if you want, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD. Oh, vey. I'm not going to say you're wrong, because I'm human. I could make a mistake, but I have to go back and watch the VOD. Let's see here. What's up, Mork? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like, I think. Oh, wait a minute. No, I need the one with all the studios. Gosh, somebody tweeted it the other day, and I can't find it now.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
I'm trying to find the right combo of words to find the stupid... I want to see all the companies that they own now. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. Is this updated? No, this is a year ago. This is old. I'm going to type in current. Maybe if I just type in current. No, they don't own Capcom. Oh, this is not right. Come on, man. Here we go. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Alright, perfect. Perfect. This is what I was looking for. So they've got... Can I zoom this in? I think I gotta zoom this in somehow a little bit. Yeah, that's fine, because this is ZeniMax over here. So they've got 343 Studios, which, let's be honest, that's been kind of a disappointment. So I didn't get to do a podcast last week where we talked about this Microsoft situation. And I have my notes right here. I'm happy to talk about them right now. Unless... Here we go. So... What I find ironic about this purchase is now Activision is under the Microsoft umbrella, which, you know, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro used to be like mascots for Sony, and now they are owned by Microsoft. I thought that was kind of funny. But let's see here. So 343 Studios really hasn't put out too much. Getting a snack and hey, One Speed, what's going on, dude? So, before I start this, what's up, Way Too Slick? How are you tonight? How's everyone's weekend? What's up, PML? PML, good to see you. How was your stream earlier? The vibes get big. Let's go. Love it. Welcome in, PML. I believe it was you I was watching earlier. I thought you were streaming earlier. I'm pretty sure I was hanging out in there. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. Hey, what's going on, Rainbow Bright? So many legends in here. Holy shit. Good to see you as well. Thank you. Oh, God, this stretch is so good. I just did 20 push-ups, and oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It's good to be seen, man, and it's good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, so, real quick, before I start on this Microsoft topic, Dwayne Johnson announced that he's going to be in another video game film. Just saw you on. Want to say hi. Well, I really appreciate you. Hope you had a great weekend. Oh, the Thug Life thing. Did the Thug Life thing activate? I don't know if it'll activate because I'm not in the right scene for it to activate. Let me see if I switch if it'll activate. Let me see here. I have to be over here.
Oh, we got the chipmunk voice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for channel points, right? Yeah, and then I gotta do. It was the oh god, Thug Life. Here we go. So let's see if I can get this landed right. I don't know if I'm in the right position. No! Not even close. Play. Man. There we go. That's closer. That's closer. There we go. Hey, P-Mail, absolutely, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the positive words, and happy to help out any way I can, man. You know, I'm all about helping each other. You know what I mean? I try to support as many people as I can. You know what I mean? I don't ever advocate that it's support for support. I try to support as many people as I can when I see people on.
Bye.
But I definitely like to help people out as much as I can, whenever possible. So, yeah, I appreciate the positive words. Dwayne Johnson announced he's going to be in another video game movie, but he didn't announce what movie. And I want to know what everybody thinks he might be going into. My thoughts, not that I'm excited about this because I don't like Dwayne Johnson, but my thoughts is that it might be a God of War movie. Maybe they're going to do a God of War movie, and I don't know why they would make him Kratos, but I could also, you know, with all the...
You know, the way Hollywood's been going lately, I could also see them doing that. Yeah, I mean, Snow White is described as having skin as white as snow, and she's about to be a Latina or something. So, I mean, whatever, right? So, I don't know. I guess Kratos can be a Samoan. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe God of War or, I don't know. But I'm down for some ideas. Or he could be maybe, what if they did like a Mass Effect movie and he was Shepard? Right? Because Shepard can, right, Mass Effect, you can kind of customize Shepard to, right, can look like whoever. So realistically, Shepard has no... Right? Can't you customize your character in the game? I'm pretty sure you can. So, I could see them using him as like a Shepard for a Mass Effect movie. If they did a Mass Effect movie, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, anywho, I don't know if you guys have any guesses. That was just my thoughts. He might be in either a God of War movie or a Mass Effect movie, but I don't know what else. I don't know what else he can be in. That would be a video game movie. But feel free to throw your thoughts into the chat. Let's see here. That takes care of that question from Discord. And okay.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
So, next question was, alright, DJ, Rogue Girl, Way Too Slick, and Rainbow Bright, thank you all for coming by and hanging out. If you're lurking, I appreciate the four of you lurking and just chilling. Much love. How often do you go back and play an original title before playing a sequel? So, for example, right, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is coming out, right? How many people have gone back and played Horizon Zero Dawn? Right? I've played it this year twice, so I don't need to go back and play it again, I feel, but I played it twice this year, and I think the last time I played it was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. It might have been longer. But yeah, when Resident Evil 8 came out, I did play Resident Evil 7, because I knew that 7 and 8 were going to be directly connected. So I do it pretty often. I've played The Last of Us, the first game, so many times that when I went to play The Last of Us Part 2 a couple months ago, I did not go through The Last of Us Part 1. But that's because I've played The Last of Us Part 2 dozens of times. So I just was like, I'm not doing it again. As much as I love the game, I was just like, I just don't want to do it again. But yeah. So I tend to do it all the time, most of the time. But I will have the occasional, where I just won't. Nice. Yeah, totally. Valhalla came out. Like, my stance on this question, right? It's funny that somebody would ask me this question. This is for everybody, but I mean, I like to ask everybody, but, these are Discord questions. And it's funny that people ask this question to me because last year I played the entire Assassin's Creed series before playing Valhalla. Like, Valhalla came out, and I was like, I haven't played Assassin's Creed since I've 100%ed Black Flag back when the PlayStation 4 first released. Because Black Flag was double dropped. It was dropped on the PS3 towards the end of the PS3's lifespan. And then like a month or 2 months later when the PS4 came out, it had a PS4 release. So I waited for the PS4 version to come out. I had that one pre-ordered. I didn't have the PS3 version ordered. I had the PlayStation 4 version ordered. So that was it. I played that game. I 100%ed it, and that was it. I didn't bother going back to the next Assassin's Creed game. By the time I finished that game, I think they dropped Rogue and Unity at the same time. It was like a dual release, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going back. You know what I mean? Now they're just dropping too many games. I'm over it, blah, 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 blah. And I just was done. Plus, no offense to Ubisoft, but their formula for Assassin's Creed was getting kind of stale, right? So I was like, I'm kind of over it. But then Valhalla dropped, and I was like, well, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since then, since Black Flag, at the beginning of the PS4's lifespan. Let me go back and just do the entire series, because most of those games are like 8 hours long, 10 hours long, 12 hours long. They're really not long games, not until you get to Black Flag and Rogue and Unity. Like, those tended to be like some of the longer games. And then, of course, the most recent last three are, of course, your longest games. But yeah, so I was like, screw it. So last year I did the entire Assassin's Creed series. And this year I'm doing the entire Metroid series, right? I went back and played Metroid Dread came out. So what did I do? I played Metroid Zero Missions. I played Metroid Samus Returns. I played Super Metroid. And I played Metroid Fusion. And I got 98% completion in Metroid 2. I got 100% completion in Super Metroid. And then I got 92% in Metroid Fusion. So, yeah, I thought those were pretty good. I mean, so now tomorrow, I'm actually going to start Metroid Dread. Which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited because I've seen people I've seen just little small clips of it and it looks so beautiful. So I'm so excited to start that. But yeah, anywho, so yes, I go back and play OG titles quite often. Yeah, it's definitely my thing. I love it. So, cool. I will save the last couple questions until after the discussion, I guess. So, let's see here. I have here my Microsoft notes from the pod. This was my notes from the podcast. I was supposed to do when Microsoft purchased everything, but I just was dealing with depression that week, and it's hard for me to go live when I'm dealing with my depression because I can't give you guys my all. I can't be up here and be hyped and excited and energetic, and I don't want to. I don't mind exposing, like, talking about my depression, and I don't ever hide it. I don't ever I'm never that guy, but I don't like overexposing it to where I bring everybody else down, right? Because nobody wants to hang around a Debbie Downer. So when I am just feeling it hardcore, I just choose to not go live. So last Sunday, I was not feeling it, and I didn't go live, and I never made up for it. But here we are. So this week, I'll go ahead and talk about it, since we are already done with most of the topics, and it's only been an hour and a half. I like to keep the podcast anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours, so we have time to talk about Microsoft's purchase. We all know they bought Activision and Blizzard, right? This is old news by now, right? $70 billion. I think it was like 68.9 something like that, and I think that was cash, no stocks whatsoever. It was a straight up cash. They just wrote their asses a check, however you want to, imagine it in your head. But that was a all cash purchase, no stocks whatsoever. That now brings Microsoft up to 32 studios, or over 32 studios, which is wild. That could be, that could be good and bad though, because if you have too much, it kind of be, even though they're all going to be operating independently, in a sense, I don't know. It just, we'll see how it works out. I have faith in it, but I also have my concerns. As I mentioned, Crash and Spyro, who were once mascots for Sony, are now Microsoft IPs. That's kind of a mind blown. Never would have imagined that when I was a kid. Let's see here. People are, of course, concerned with what is still going to get released on Sony and even on the Switch, and what won't be. Because, ID obviously has, like, Doom, and we know Doom is on everything. PC, Xbox, Sony, Switch, like, it's everywhere. I own Doom physically and digitally almost on every platform. It's one of my favorite franchises. And yeah, now it might become, for all we know, a Microsoft / PC exclusive. Like, we don't know. So people aren't sure what will and what will not become exclusive. That's not, because Sony might not, Microsoft might not make everything be a Microsoft exclusive. I think some of the big titles they are, like COD. I think COD as of 2024, maybe as late as 2025, but I think as early as 2024 might be a Sony exclusive. An Xbox exclusive. Like Xbox, PC, that whole ecosystem. So yeah. We could also see just maybe timed exclusives. It's possible that they're like, hey, we're going to release COD on everything, but for the first 12 months of the next COD game, it's going to be on Game Pass and PC only, Xbox only, and then maybe, after a year, we'll go ahead and release it on Sony and Nintendo hardware. They could do timed exclusives. That's also a possibility, you know what I mean? Which would, again, suck, but that's not as bad as permanent things. But yeah, they got a lot of crazy developers here. Like I can't remember the name of the title right here of this developer, but I know they do Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2, which is a fantastic series. That's a series that I actually want to go through and play for you guys. I know Bethesda has a Fallout, a bunch, as well as a couple other titles, main crazy titles. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. The only one I'm definitely not worried about is 343. Like, they're really not a threat. And what was it? I want to say Zynga. No, not Zynga. What was it? They bought something. I don't know which developer has Candy Crush. But Candy Crush won't be a threat per se, so much as it's just gonna line their pockets, because Candy Crush makes a lot of money. So Candy Crush won't be a threat as far as video game ecosystem goes. But what it will do is line Microsoft's pockets, which is always a good thing. Get your money right by all means. But at the same time, Minecraft, right? They didn't take Minecraft away from everybody, so Minecraft might be its own beast, its own monster, its own whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but obviously when they acquired this developer that made Minecraft, they did not remove it from Switch or PlayStation. So I don't know. Like I said, there are some things I'm sure that Microsoft is going to be willing to play nice on, and I'm sure there's other things that they might not be willing to play nice on. And then I'm sure there's some things that they'll be like, yeah, we'll give it to you, after 6 months, 8 months, a year, as a timed exclusive, and then we'll go ahead and release it. Those are the type of moves that I'm expecting. But yeah, I would say as of right now, again, I'm not too familiar with all the studios on this board right here, but I would say 343 is probably their weakest link, in all honesty. And it's sad to say, because they have one of their biggest IPs as far as Halo. What's up, TV Beastly? How are you, man? How's your weekend? So let's see here. I covered this. I covered this. I covered timed exclusives. As far as everyone freaking out over the purchase, Activision was looking to be bought regardless. Like, they were shopping themselves around. Been busy, love the graphics on goal, that's great. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate the hell out of it. Let me, actually, I gotta, you just remind me how to do this. There we go. Activision was shopping themselves around. They actually went to EA. They went to Meta, right? And which I believe is what basically Facebook. And they even went to Amazon. And they went to Microsoft. So they were shopping themselves around. I don't know if they went to Sony. I doubt they went to Nintendo. But they were definitely shopping themselves around. So they wanted to be bought. And with everything going on with the hierarchy and the CEO and all that, it needed to be bought so that it could be saved. Otherwise, I think Activision and Blizzard would have been... we would have lost them forever had Microsoft not bought them. So I actually, as much as this is a shock, I think it needed to be done to save those companies. Like I was saying earlier, I think we're going to need at least 2 to 3 years before we see any changes. I don't think that, anything is going to become exclusive or start to roll out as an exclusive until 2024, 2025. No, I've never played World of Warcraft. I'm not into online MMOs, unfortunately. It's just not my thing. I have nothing against them. I don't hate them. I don't think they're stupid or anything negative about them. They're just not for me. That's just how I sum it up. They're just not for me. I don't like the idea of talking to this, cute little fairy goddess, and it's really some dude, sitting in his recliner with a bowl of popcorn on his pot belly. And he's moving his mouse and keyboard, and he's got headphones on. And I'm not into that. Hasn't shaved and showered in a week, but he's walking around as some hottie in the game, flirting with all the peoples. So, 1001. Thanks for hanging out, man. If you're lurking, much appreciated. I also feel that there's pressure on Phil Spencer. I don't know if anyone who knows who Phil Spencer is. He runs the gaming division of Microsoft. I think there's a lot of pressure on him to make sure that Activision and Blizzard turn around. They need to have a positive turnaround now that they've been acquired, right? We don't want a Disney Star Wars situation, right? Where Disney buys Star Wars and then doesn't make any money off of it. They've pretty much lost money on Star Wars. So they don't want that to happen. They want to buy these companies and actually turn them around for profit. So I think the pressure's on Phil Spencer to do that. And with that pressure, I think that Starfield needs to be a success. Because there's a lot of mystique around Starfield, and there's another one. There's the one where it's kind of like Lord of the Rings. It's a Lord of the Rings style game. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I'm sure someone's in the chat's gonna correct me and let me know what it is. But I feel like those two games need to be a win this year. If those two games aren't a win for Microsoft, you know what I mean? People are gonna start, having questions, because Halo wasn't a hit. Halo Infinite was not as big of a hit as people were expecting it to be or making it out to be. I mean, I'm sure it made good money. I'm sure it sold a lot. But it's been 2-3 months now, and nobody's talking about Halo Infinite anymore. The hype for it has died. So we can't have the hype for Starfield and the Lord of the Rings style game dying out in 2 or 3 months. If the hype for those games die out in 2 or 3 months, Microsoft is going to be, people are going to be questioning these purchases. What's up, Bing? Good to see you, man. How was your weekend? Welcome in. So happy to see everybody, man. I'm so grateful for everybody who's here, sincerely. I appreciate it. Let's see here. So, I'm sure everyone noticed that Sony dropped about 20% in their stocks when this purchase went down. I do remember you, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. How have you been? I don't think that's anything to concern themselves, right? The 20% stock, it sucks, but I'm sure that it'll rebound after the PS5 sales come through, because PS5 sales are actually strong, despite the fact that nobody can get their hands on them, and that's because they made a lot of them. They made more than I think they made for the PS4. They made more PS5s than they did PS4s. The issue is nowadays, it got released during the pandemic and this whole COVID's nonsense, and so people were only allowed to buy them online, and because they were only able to be purchased online, the what do you call them? Scalpers with their bots, right? They have bots that would just go through and buy them, right, as soon as they were ready. So I believe the scalpers got their hands on them. That's why. So they sold. As far as Sony's concerned, they sold because all the scalpers have them. But now they're obviously selling them for double the price on eBay, and I'm not doing that. So, hey, thank you so much. I'm glad to see you in here. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're having a great weekend. It means a lot that you're in here. What's new? So yeah. Anywho, I thought the initial reaction of everybody in shock was kind of interesting. I mean, it's obviously expected, but I think as time has gone, as we've had 2 weeks to kind of marinate on the idea that Microsoft bought Activision and Blizzard, I don't really think it's going to be as big of a deal as everyone is concerned or making it out to be. Again, Starfield and the that Lord of the Rings style game. Anyone in the chat is I guess I can just look it up. I don't know where everyone's at. Lord of the Rings. Elden Ring. That's what it's called. Elden Ring and Starfield need to be a hit. If they're not a hit, I think that Microsoft is going to be under the microscope. More so than they already are. The other interesting history fact that a lot of people don't know is everyone, not the Microsoft fanboys, right? And I'm not talking about the ones who are just who only play Microsoft and really don't give a shit about anything else, right? You guys are cool. You just want to play Microsoft games. You're not into Sony. You're not into Nintendo. That's cool. That's great. I don't mind that. I'm talking about the troll community of the Microsoft fanboys, the ones that just love to insinuate hate on anything Sony.
Have a beautiful time.
They don't really seem to know their history, because I was alive back in the day of the 90s and 80s and all that shit, right? And I know my history, and Apple was on their way out, right? Apple was going to shut their doors down and be done. They were going bankrupt. And if they had done that, right, Microsoft would have become a monopoly in the computer world, because there would have literally been no competition for Microsoft. The only competition in the world of PCs, right? You only have two options. You either get a PC or you get a MacBook, right? There's no other types of computers, right? Those are the only two, and they operate very differently, right? There's no other competitors in the PC world, right? You got your companies that might make their different versions of computers, but they're still computers at the end of the day running off of Microsoft OS, right? It's either running off of a Microsoft OS or it's running off of a Mac OS. So what people don't realize is that when Apple was going out of business, Microsoft actually paid money to keep Apple alive, because they knew they needed to have the competition out there. And now Apple is its own thing, right? They came out with the iPhone, they revolutionized phones and computer, right? So now they have their own thing where they're actually fine, right? Apple, they're totally good as far as profits go and everything else, right? They've exploded ever since. But the point is that they were on their way out. They were getting ready to go bankrupt and close their doors, and Microsoft came in and saved them. And that's their direct competitor. So what I'm getting at is not only am I, as a general video gamer who has no elitism to any ecosystem of video game, Nintendo, PC, Microsoft, whatever, PlayStation, I know that Sony has nothing to worry about, because A, There's no we're not going to be seeing the effects of this purchase, this deal, for another, like I said, 3 to 4 years, right? 2024, 2025 minimum that we start seeing the effects of this deal. In the meantime, Sony's releasing God of War 5, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, we've got PlayStation VR 2 on its way, we've got Project Spartacus, which is their Game Pass, right? That's getting ready to get talked about. I'm telling you, mid-February, early March, we're getting a Sony State of Play, and that's gonna all get announced. You heard it here, right? You heard it here, right? If that happens in February, March, you better come back here and be like, damn, LVG. So I'm just saying, even if it got to the point where Sony was struggling, they're not ever going to get to that point. But even if it did, I have a feeling that Sony or that Xbox. Microsoft would do something to keep Sony alive so that they have that direct competition. Because Nintendo is not direct competition. Like, the only two that are competing is Microsoft and Sony. Nintendo is not competing with that ecosystem of gamers. They have their own ecosystem, they have their own market, that's why their consoles, like, that's why no one ever, like, as much as people try to talk shit how their hardware isn't as strong as Xbox and PlayStation, nobody ever really cares, because we're like, it doesn't need to be, because their games have never really been about that. You know what I mean? Like, as we progress to the current gen, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, yes, we need a revision Switch that's a little stronger, right? Like a Steam Deck. We need a Steam Deck for this, a Switch style Steam Deck. But in general, hey, yes, Daddy, thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, in general, I think that we have nothing to worry about. Sony's not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. So nobody has to worry. And anyone who is a fanboy of Microsoft can, they just need to know their history. Microsoft will not allow it to happen. So I know my history, and that's why I'm not worried about it. Now, with that being said, hypothetical, this is my question to you guys. This isn't a Discord question. Hypothetical question. If Sony were to buy some studios, I don't think they need to. I think Sony has enough old-ass IPs that if they just brought back to life, they could do just fine, right? They've got Ratchet and Clank. They've got Sly Cooper. They've got SOCOM. They've got, Killzone. You know what I mean? They've got, Siphon Filter, right? I mean, there's so many games, so many old IPs they can bring back, I think, that they would be just fine. But hypothetically, if they were to buy a studio, what would you like to see them buy? Silent Hill, well, that would require Konami. So that means Sony would need to buy Konami. If Sony bought Konami and then owned all of the Konami IPs, they then could redo a Silent Hill. They could actually then team up with Hideo Kojima and make Silent Hills. If Sony were to, I was gonna say I would like Sony. That was gonna be my actual. It's funny you brought that up because that was gonna be my vote. I don't want them to buy Sega. I don't want them to buy, like Capcom or anything like that. If my studio of choice, if I can get Sony to buy a studio, would be Konami. Because Konami isn't doing anything with his old IPs, right? He just did the Castlevania release, and that's great, but he hasn't touched on anything else. I would love Sony to buy Konami and then own the IP to Silent Hill and then work with Hideo Kojima to make Silent Hills, the game that we never got, make that come to fruition. That would be my ideal situation if Sony was to buy a studio. Please buy Konami. Because I want Silent Hills. I want more Silent Hill games. I'd love a Silent Hill 1 remake. My concern, right, is when Sony's going to release Project Spartacus, which is their Game Pass, and they're going to have PSP games, PS Vita games. I think PS Vita games. I know PSP is definite. I don't know about Vita. But I want to say PSP, PS Vita, PS1, 2, and 3, and some PS4 games are going to be on this, right? I would love for this to be on there. Silent Hill Origins for the PSP.
Bye.
I don't know if they can do it because of licensing, Konami, blah, blah, blah. But I would really, really love to see this appear on Project Spartacus because I would love to play this on stream with you guys. But yeah, that is that. Anyways, you guys are, I would love to hear what you guys would like to see them buy if they were to buy a studio. But for me, it would be Konami. I would love to see them buy Konami. There's also, there's Ubisoft, there's CD Projekt Red, there's Remedy, there's Square Enix, there's, there's a lot of companies they could buy. I don't think they need to, but hypothetically, in an ideal world, I would like to see them buy Konami. Square Enix I don't think would ever be a real thing because they make way too much money off of Final Fantasy and a bunch of other stuff, so I never see that happening. But you never know. You never know. If COD did go exclusive to the Microsoft ecosystem, do you think that Microsoft would see an increase in popularity amongst the Japanese or Asian demographic? Because right now, like, there is no demographic for Microsoft in Japan and Asia, like like China and things like that. Like, China is even weird about video games in general, but like, Japan, Asia, they're mostly Nintendo, Sony, you know what I mean, things like that, because Square Enix and Sony are, they kind of work together a lot. But there is no, like, Xbox
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
demographic there. So, hey, what's up, E? Mom, Little Norse, take care. Thanks for hanging out. I generally believe that Sony are so creative in their own way that they'll create their own game with it. Yeah. That could happen too. I mean, look at, not that Kana was there, but Kana.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Kana was an entirely new IP, and that one has been pretty successful. I mean, it's not a Sony title, but you know what I mean. Like, there's new IPs can happen, absolutely. Yeah, whereas Microsoft just buys established titles, and then they don't even do anything with them. Like, look at Halo. Halo is so sad. Halo has fallen so far from the pedestal that it once sat on. E, thanks for the host. I appreciate that. About to hop in the shower. All right, podcast is over. I'll be back, guys. I got somewhere to be. But I seen you were live. I had to tab you. Cheers. Let's go. So now that Microsoft owns a lot of these developers, and we talked about companies that we'd like to, like, we talked about IPs that we would like to see Sony bring back in order to combat this purchase, right? Like, oh, you bought all these studios, we're gonna bring back all these old IPs, right? But with that being said, Microsoft now has access to a lot of old IPs as well, right? Like, they could bring back a bunch of Sierra games because they own Sierra Games now, Sierra Studios. They could bring back games like Hexen. They can bring back Guitar Hero, Rock Band. They could bring back. Imagine if Microsoft, right, in order to combat Uncharted, what if Microsoft brought back Pitfall? Anyone ever remember the Pitfall series? What if they did like Pitfall, but in like an Uncharted style engine, right? That could be like Microsoft's, head to head with Nathan Drake, Again, these are all just ideas. I love video games. I'm just trying to, poke the bear and get the chat to kind of, get down on some of these topics here. I want to hear what everyone's thoughts are. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs. I don't know if anybody remembers the Sleeping Dogs franchise. That's another IP that Microsoft can bring back now that they own that studio. I can't think of the name of the studio, but I know that they own it. Tenchu. I love some Tenchu. Tenchu on the PlayStation 1. Woo, I think it was, or was it PlayStation 2? What did I play Tenchu? Tenchu 2 was really good. I remember some Tenchu 2. That was the jam. But yeah, they could bring back Tenchu and do it like in a Ghost of Tsushima Assassin's Creed like engine. You know what I mean? Do a little Tenchu. That'd be kind of tight. I'd play that. Dante. Wait, you mean Dante? Was that the name of the game, or Dante like Devil May Cry? Dante. If it's a game called Dante, then I haven't played it. I have not played it. But yeah, I don't know. I would think that I mean, Rare is a good studio, but Rare hasn't been, Rare hasn't really been Rare since they got bought. Like, that's another one, right? Rare, remember when Rare was with Nintendo? Like, how many solid ass, like, top titles for the N64 were there that came from Rare? Right? Like, Rare used to pump out top line games all the time for Nintendo. Then they got bought by Microsoft, and like, it's been kind of like a hit or miss thing with them, right? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm more concerned than excited. I'm excited, but I'm also concerned because I feel like I'm not as concerned about exclusivity as most people are as I am about quality, because 343 and Halo has been kind of eh. Rare has been kind of eh, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Doom Eternal was fantastic, but that was before they were bought by Microsoft, right? What happens with the next Doom game, right? We gotta hope to God the next Doom game is gonna be good. So, PlayStation 3, I believe. Okay. Well, hopefully it's on Project Spartacus when that comes out. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Project Spartacus, go ahead and give it a Google. But it's going to be badass. I have a feeling they're going to announce it in February or March. But yeah. That is that. That's all I pretty much got, guys. I can ask a couple more questions. I mean, we can see... okay, so here's a question. If you could bring back a developer company in its peak back for one more game, right? So if you can bring back a developer company in its heyday for one more game, what company and what game? Like, for example, I would bring back Rare in its N64 heyday when it was at its peak. And I would like for them to make a Diddy Kong Racing 2.
Bye. Have a beautiful
right?
day.
Just a prime example. The Getaway from Sony Studios? Okay. On the PS2, nice. Man. Actually, I would probably stick with that answer. I would probably stick with Rare. I know it's probably maybe not the best choice, but I would stick with Rare in its heyday from the N64 days, and I would love a Diddy Kong Racing 2. That would be great. Getaway was good. Getaway was good. Let's see here. This question was actually directly to me. LVG, since you live in Florida, have you ever been skiing or snowboarding? Yes. I actually grew up in New Jersey, so I've been exposed to snow and cold and all that stuff. And, yeah, I've taken trips to, like, Vermont to go, like, snowboarding and skiing in the mountains. We would, like, stay at, like, a friend's house, you know what I mean? So we'd have to pay for, like, a house, like, we didn't pay for a roof or a hotel or anything like that. We would just pay for food, and we'd pay for the skiing or the snowboarding access itself, and, like, or the rental for the equipment, and that was it. So it was pretty cool. So, yes, I have been snowboarding and skiing. Oh, dang, Bro Poncho, my dude. I've legit had you up, man. Holy cow, how was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. Bro, I've had you up. That is so funny. And now it's on me, of course. Let's go. What is up, Raiders? Welcome in. My name is LVG. I am a wide variety streamer who plays all types of games across all platforms. PC to current gen, console, retro, everything. Welcome in, Rocket Fizz, Yaya. Let's go, let's go. Welcome in, Bro Poncho. How was the stream, dude? How was Apex? You got some dubs? Hope you got some dubs, dude. Well, welcome in, everyone. Hey, I love to see you, my man. Well, I appreciate that. Hey, sick one. Thank you so much. No dubs. Ah, thank you so much for the follow, Yaya, Sick One, Rocket Fizz. I appreciate all of you. That is awesome. So yeah, like I was saying, I play all types of stuff, but today is my podcast day, and I've just been talking about gaming news. What's up, Chi? Wait. Oh man. Chi Kami Town? I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not saying that right. Yes! I did get it right. Chikami Town. Let's go. I can read. I'm smart. What is up, everyone? Welcome in. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. We're pretty much wrapping up. Not that I was getting ready to raid out or anything, but we were like kind of wrapping up the podcast. But since you all just came in, I can go over a couple of the topics that we talked about if you're interested. You know, we talked about Pokemon Arceus. I was asking everybody what their thoughts were on Pokemon Arceus. We talked about Sony's layout for 2022, since everybody's been like, oh my god, Activision and Blizzard, you know, and Microsoft, what's Sony gonna do? I'm like, here's their 2022 plans. 2023 plans are also, you know, they got stuff planned for it, and really the Microsoft deal, we're not gonna see anything happen until 2024, 2025 anyways. So there's really no immediate threat for it. Sony has time. But yeah, we talked about that as well. Had to come in here and show some love, man. Yo, showing support. And hey, bro, thanks for acknowledging that, man. I really do my best to be everywhere and support as many people as possible. I'm very quiet. You know, I'm much of a lurker. That's how I like to support, is lurk. And, you know, some people either really appreciate that, like yourself, and some people don't. But yeah, I'm more of a talker behind camera. This is where I like to talk. But yeah, in streams, I tend to just kind of hang out. I like to support your numbers, make sure I'm adding to your algorithm, you know, and that's, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a chatter. But yeah, have you heard of Kart Rider? No, that one I have not. I don't think so. I can look that up real quick. I mean, not to say that I don't ever chat. I do chat. Kart Rider Drift. No, I've not heard of this one, but I'm pulling it. Hey, Blank Wall Escorts. Thank you so much for hanging out. You do support the streaming community. I love you, dude. Thanks, Bing. I appreciate that. It's a Korean esport. No, I haven't heard of it. It looks like Bomberman meets the Wii people from the Wii, you know, what is it, the Wii space, you know, when we had those little people. It's like Bomberman meets those. It's like a combo. That's what it reminds me of. We talked about, what else did we talk? We talked about Retro Studios being officially in charge of the Metroid Prime 4 game that's supposedly in development. That's been in development hell for like years now. The global version's in development. Nice, nice. Big sexy. Let's go. Followers, you have access now to a bunch of cool little emotes. And, you know, you'll notice that there is a small D emote. So, you know, if you're not happy with your small D and you wish you had a bigger D, I do offer big Ds to my subs, but, that is not required for your support. You just being here is all I need, so thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to get that out there because I had some people ask what's the small D and how do I get the big D, so I just wanted to let you guys know. With that said, someone redeemed a coffee earlier. So there's that. If you did start Arceus this weekend, I'd love to know what your starting Pokemon was. Sick One, welcome in again, man. I saw the follow. I really appreciate that. Love everyone's emotes, by the way. Love them all. Love the dancing Bowser. Woo! Excuse me. I don't have COVID. I just have a lot of cats. Let's go. Let's go. White Thunder, 187, what the hell, 187, Chikami Town, Rocket Fizz, all of you, thank you for hanging out. If you're just lurking, my bot sometimes says people left when they didn't. Sometimes they're just lurking, but if you can't hear me, no worries. If you can, thank you for hanging out. But yeah, you guys, so that's that. That's been today's podcast. So we covered Arceus, we covered Sony 2022 plans. For those who aren't aware, I was saying that I'm expecting a Sony State of Play by mid-February or beginning of March. I think they're going to talk about their Project Spartacus streaming service, which is going to be, I don't know if it's streaming, but their Project Spartacus service, which is basically going to be their version of Game Pass. Feel free to Google it if you haven't heard of it. They haven't announced it officially yet, but I feel like the State of Play that's coming up, they're going to announce it there. And they're also going to announce VR 2. And hopefully they talk more about God of War 5. Those are my 3 things that I'm expecting from the State of Play. Been playing Arceus, but vibing and listening to you, my guy. Nice. Well, thank you, P. Mel. I appreciate it. I was going to say Mel. Mel, I appreciate it. Centered value, Sony titles, go. Centered value Sony titles. I mean, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. There's a few of them. There's quite a few of them. Last of Us. Gosh. I don't know. Uncharted. There's a lot of solid titles that are, yeah, so. What's up, 1001? What's going on? Why the sad face? Oh. There's a happy face. So yeah, for anyone who's there, if you want to happen to follow me, oh dang, that's not what I wanted. Outside of Twitch, there's my socials. But yeah, those be those. If you want to, no pressure. I missed most of it. It's all good, dude. It's all good. Not while watching your show. Oh man, I'm boring. That's why. It's okay. But then there's not many Microsoft titles. No, I mean, for Microsoft, as of right now, we've got Halo, Gears of War, you know what I mean, which, you know, D-Schnack, let's go. What's going on, buddy? No, you're not boring. I know, 1000, I was just kidding, buddy. Oh, dude, 4 hours of sleep? Damn. Sound like me, dude. How are you tonight, D? Shout outs to D-Schnack. I've had Sweet Honey up for a bit. I don't know if she's still up. I have to recheck. Just got home. Nice, nice. Is she still up?
Cut and you dodge the tackle.
No, she...
Yo,
she
Chris,
out.
what the fuck? He threw that shit in the crowd. Did you see that? Wide open. Wide receiver's wide open. All he has to do is throw it straight. Bastard.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. Riddler, Bjorn. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm just making sure all my tabs are good. Alright. Let's go. I'm good. Just nom some pizza. Nice, nice. Finally caught a Sunday stream. Let's go.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
But yeah, I gave D-Snack that shout out because him and his wife pretty much bought me another copy of Metroid Dread. Because I have... Let me just go ahead and grab it. And also, I wanted to show you something, D, because I think you said you had the collector's edition, and I don't know if you have a... Well, I guess I can't really grab it. It's kind of up there right now, but I have the collector's edition to Metroid Dread. And I didn't want to open it because I don't know, I'm just... Certain collector's editions I don't mind opening, and some are just worth keeping sealed. And so, my birthday is coming up on Valentine's Day, and so D-Schnack and Sweet Honey and E.T. Green all kind of came together to get me another copy of Metroid Dread so that I could not open up my collector's edition. Yeah, I went ahead and got it. But what I wanted to show you, dude, was... You need to get one of these, man. Go on eBay, bro, and get one of these. It's not cheap, I guess. It kind of sucks that it's not cheap, but it's like a plastic case to go over the thing. It's like $10. Free shipping. I tried finding them elsewhere, like Etsy and all that. I can't really find them anywhere else except for here. They have the 35mm and the 50mm. I would obviously advise getting the thicker plastic to protect it. But anyways, I know you have a copy of this, and I don't know if you have any way of protecting it. But basically, you guys sent me $60. You guys sent me $60 to buy this. I went to Walmart and I found it for $50 because Walmart always sells their games for $10 cheaper. If anyone doesn't know that, go to Walmart in store, not online. Go in store to your Walmarts and you will, like Arceus. This was a $50 instead of $60. It was only $50 because I went to Walmart. Well, actually, I haven't bought it yet, but this right here, I bought it. So with the extra $10, the $10 that I saved, I am buying that $10 plastic case to cover up my Dread. So technically, you guys not only bought me a copy of this, but you bought me a protective case for my collector's edition. So I'll be applying that. I'll be buying that here soon. Do you like Capcom Resident Evil Collector's Editions? I haven't had my chance to get one. Gotta love Wally World for some things. Yeah. Is that where it's from? I haven't checked Wally World. I mean, is that where that is? Wally World? I haven't checked. Reopen. I don't know. No, I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I'll look up Wally World. Maybe I'll find it. A cheaper. If I can find this cheaper, then I won't buy it because I haven't bought it yet. But I figured $9.90. I can go protect my thing, my case, my box. But yeah. Too bad there aren't any Resident Evil games since 4 worth collecting. Yeah, that's pretty much the last one I collected for was Resident Evil 4. And I have like the steel book for it. I have like this Ada Wong, like holograph, not holographic, but it's like some sort of card. I can't think of what, lithium? No, not lithium. I can't think of what it's. It's some sort of reflective something with it. But it's pretty cool. And I have a bunch of like action figures and toys. I really wish I could show it better. I don't think I can though. Hold on, let me see if I open up this cam, if it'll actually show my. Not really. I'm afraid to like move it too much and So you can kind of see, I don't know, you can kind of see what I have going on over here. It might be a little hard because there's not a lot of light. Maybe if I hit my phone up. I don't know. That might be difficult to see. But basically, I've got all the action figures from the 90s are sitting here. Like I have William, I have Tyrant, I have Mr. X, I have Leon, I have Chris, Claire, Sherry, a couple zombies, Liquor, Cerebus, Jill, Hunters, all sorts of stuff. I've got Steelbooks. I've got Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, the original copies with manuals and everything for the PlayStation 1. I have every Resident Evil remade for the PlayStation 4. So I have like Resident Evil 0. I have Resident Evil the Origins collections, which is 0 and 1. I have Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. Code Veronica is the only one they haven't remade, which pisses me off because it's, in my opinion, one of the best Resident Evils. But I have that for the PS2. And then I have Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Revelations, Revelations 2, and Resident Evil 7 for the PS4. I also have the triple pack 4, 5, and 6 for the Switch. I don't own Resident Evil 5 and 6 because I did not like Resident Evil 5 and 6. To me, those are games that you can just miss. Like, you don't really need to play them. I was not a fan of them whatsoever. So that's thank you, man. I appreciate that, Bing. Hey, what's going on, Wes? Good to see you, dude. Did you hear the news of the Black Shark mobile buyout? No, I have not heard of that. Oh, shit, you guys are still on the other cam. My bad. You guys are looking at my Power Rangers joggers. Haha. That's okay. Nothing wrong with some Power Rangers joggers. Power Rangers, let's go. I did not, but, what? What you talking about? What you talking about? That's I know what you're talking about. Let's see here. See, you guys didn't even need any subs for that. What I'm waiting for is this. I want to go through the Resident Evil series again, but I'm kind of waiting for this, because since Capcom refuses to make it, a bunch of fans are actually in the process of making this. I don't know if anyone's aware, but there is a group of fans who are in the process of remaking Resident Evil Code Veronica. I showed this 2 weeks ago for my podcast. But this is Code Veronica with the, kind of like the RE engine. What's going on, Unknown Daddy? Good to see you. So it looks absolutely stunning. I'm very, very excited for it. So here's what here's basically what it looks like. So I want to replay the series, but I want this to come out first. Like, I want them to release this for PC before I restart the series, because I don't want to play it for I don't want to play the PS2 version. If I can avoid playing the PS2 version, that'd be great. But yeah, this looks so damn good. And I'm very, very excited for it. So, for any Resident Evil fans, look that up, because that thing is going to be sick. It's going to be sick.
Bye. Have a beautiful time. Bye. Have
Don't understand, West Shadow Man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate whatever time you guys are able to give me. It means a lot. But yeah, that looks great. Yeah, D-Schnack, I am so, so excited. Hey, what's up? What's going on, Leopard? Girl, you know I go on at 8:30 on Sundays. What you talking about? That's like 5:30 your time. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can do math. Bing, yeah, that was Code Veronica remake. That was an HD remake of Code Veronica. Basically, a group of fans who are also developers decided that since Capcom has not discussed any remakes of Resident Evil Code Veronica, and they kind of skipped right over it. They redid 2 and 3, and now they're doing 4. And as good as 4 is, and I'm sure as good as it's going to look as a remake, We don't need 4. Like, we need Code Veronica before we need 4. Like, if they had did Code Veronica before they did 4, I think people would have been kind of cool with it. But I feel like because they skipped Code Veronica, everyone's like, what the fuck? So no one's excited for the 4 remake because we're all like, we want... I mean, not that no one's excited for it, but there's not as much hype behind it, I feel, because more people want the Code Veronica remake. So a group of developers / fans are getting together to put it in there. Leopard! It is so good to see you, by the way. Thank you for coming in. I'm sorry you missed, you know, the last 2 hours or so, but, you know, it happens. But you do know I go on at like 5:30 your time. But it's all good. Shit happens. Life happens. I hope you had a good weekend. Your time change, plus it's Sunday. I don't pay attention to time. That's probably making dinner. I know. It's not like back in the day. I get it. It's cool. Your Twitch time? Well, on Sundays it's always usually 8:30. I've been pretty consistent about it. Either I don't come on at all, or I'm on between 8 and 8:30.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Because I try to get the podcast on. I want to do the podcast at a decent time, so that I'm off at a decent time, so that I can either game with anybody afterwards, right? Like yourself or whoever, if anybody wants to play games off stream. And then also I want to be in bed early enough so that Monday I can be on early enough to... what's wrong with Jazz? I haven't heard from you about Jazz. You've been messaging me about other stuff, but not Jazz. What's wrong? I'd be preoccupied with that too. Black Shark is a phone company that just got bought out by Tencent. Well, that's interesting because Zynga just got bought out by Take-Two. Take-Two Studios just bought out Zynga for $12.7 billion like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And Zynga is known for their mobile games. So, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that could be like a, yeah. Oof. Aw, Jen. I'm sure you've made an appointment for her, right? At this point. Hey, thank you so much. It said you did. I have a notification that you did that 2 days ago. Maybe that's just a reminder. Happy 13 months. I appreciate it. I did push-ups for it earlier. Because it said that you gave them 2 days ago. I was like, oh, I wasn't live 2 days ago. I'll go ahead and just do push-ups for it because it's, you know, tier 3 and all, and that's major. That's huge. So let me go ahead and do some push-ups. But yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so freaking much. You know I adore the hell out of you. You know from my off-stream messages
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
how much you mean to me. So thank you. Have a good time. Have a good one, Unknown Daddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. Sorry I didn't earn your follow. But take care of yourself. I do play games. This is just my podcast day for anybody who's like, why isn't he gaming? Today is not my gaming day. Tomorrow I will be doing... tomorrow I will be playing Metroid Dread. So we... Oh gosh, I need to get a sound on that so that I know when it happens. Black Shark is apparently changing focus from phones to NFTs and in-game merge for COD. I mean, a lot of companies are getting ready to do that. There are going to be so many companies that are going to start doing NFTs. The gaming world is about to get rocked. NFTs are about to become the next freaking in-game purchase thing. Like, it's going to be insane. I'm not excited for it either. It's going to be shite. Which collector editions do you own, and which is your favorite?
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
I own Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I own Velocity 2X. I own Ape Out. Oh my god. Dole Zero with a rate of 4. Let's flip and go. Dang, man. Thank you so
We got
much.
that going on.
How is your stream,
I
dude?
know digging straight up is probably not a good
Absolutely
idea.
appreciate that.
in
Welcome in,
Nether,
Raiders. How is Minecraft?
But
If it's your first time in here, you can just call me LVG. You don't have to call me live video game TV. That's a mouthful. But you just call me LVG. I play just about everything from retro to current gen, PC to console. Today I do a gaming podcast every Sunday that usually runs between about an hour and 90 minutes to 3 hours, just depending on how many topics we have. But yeah, welcome in. We killed the dragon tonight. Nice. Very cool. Congratulations. That is awesome. That's a good feeling. It's always a good feeling of accomplishment when you can rock something out in a game like that. That's
Bye.
awesome.
Have a beautiful time.
Bearded Swiper! Sorry to see you go, buddy. Have a good night. Alright. Yeah. Let's see here. What other collector's editions do I own? Celeste. I own Celeste. I own the Tomb Raider for the PS3. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I own that collector's edition. Catherine Full Body, I own that one as well. Carry On, Ape Out. My Friend Pedro and Hotline Miami 1 and 2. Now, a lot of these games came from SRG or Limited Run Studios, so they're not necessarily collector's editions, but they are special edition versions of these games. What else? Metal Gear, oh god, was it Revengeance? Metal Gear Revengeance, Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, Metroid Dread, the Link's Awakening remake for the Switch. I own that one, the collector's edition to that one. Yeah. Sonic Colors. No, that's not a collector's edition. I lied. I don't own Sonic Colors. God of War 4. I own the collector's edition to that. And a few others. I would say my favorite collector's edition, though, would have to be the, oh, God. I can't think. Why am I? Hey, Q! Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Death Stranding would be my favorite collector's edition.
Get out of here, bro.
Because live. I hope you're having a great stream, broski. Jay Flowers, thank you so much, and hope you're having a great weekend, buddy.
Wow, as soon as I hop over.
I would love the Metal Gear Solid collector's edition. I don't have a Metal Gear Solid collector's edition. I have Metal Gear Solid, the first one for the PlayStation 1. I have that. I actually have that mint. But I have Metal Gear Revengeance, which was like the game where you played as Raiden, most of it, and it was kind of more of like a hack and slash ninja style first game versus like more, it wasn't really so much like stealth like the other games. But Death Stranding would be my favorite collector's edition of a video game that I own because it has the baby in the jar, and that tends to creep everybody out. Anytime I show off that baby in a jar, people get weirded out. They're like, what the fuck is that, and why do you own it? And I'm like, because it came in the collector's edition. I also own the collector's edition to the first, oh god, what's it called? Infamous. I own the collector's edition to the first Infamous, which came with a little statue
Bye. Have a
of the
beautiful
main
time.
character, and it came with a book bag that he wears throughout the game. So, both Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 are my favorite collector's edition. Yeah, the first PlayStation Metal Gear Solid collection. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the collect. I don't know if there's a collector's edition for it, but I mean, I have this. So, like I said, it's complete. Manual, everything, whole shebang. I have this. And then I have this for the PlayStation 3, which is Metal Gear Solid, and it's actually a bunch of Metal Gear games on there. So there's that. But I don't have any like collector's editions of Metal Gear other than the Revengeance one, and that came with like that little statue up there. Oh, and I also have the Metal Gear the fifth Metal Gear 5, Phantom Pain. I have that one as well because I have the little hand that came with that. So, yup. And that is that. Those are the collector's editions that I own, and my favorite is the Death Stranding one. So that's that. That's all the Discord kind of questions, or whisper, like DM questions, Discord questions that I had. And that is the podcast, folks. That is the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Dude, you have a great collection of games. Thanks, Bing. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Do I have any Pokemon? No, I don't have any Pokemon collection editions. No. I think I have the Uncharted 3 collector's edition. That came with the ring. It came with a statue of Nathan Drake, and then it came with the steelbook of Uncharted 3. I have that as well. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I love doing these a lot. These are so much fun for me. I love talking about video games. I can talk about them all day. I love the personal questions you guys send me. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all the topics. There's a new Uncharted remake. Yeah, I heard they're remaking that, and it's actually, if you own Uncharted 4 or Uncharted Legacy, they will actually allow you to upgrade for just $10 or something like that. Sunshine, thank you for the lurk, dude. Much appreciated. So yeah, let's see here.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Hey, Mork. Thank you so much for hanging out, Mork. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, pretty much. It's just, yeah, I mean, they're just, they're not redoing anything with the game so much as they're just gonna, like, freshen it up a little bit. Make it look nice and pretty. Let's see here. I've rated some of these people before. I was trying to see. Oh, you know what? We got someone playing Phasmophobia. Let's see here. We've got some people playing. Let's see here. Dead by Daylight.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Oh, I'm so upset that I gave my Pokemon cards to my nephews and they probably ruined them, got rid of them, God knows what. Oh, you know what? I know where we can go. I know exactly where we're going. Hey, Empress Coke, what's going on? How are you?
You got a guild store?
Welcome in.
Okay.
How are you tonight?
Guild store.
Okay. See, which
Alright.
guild you're buying it for?
We will see you in a couple more secs. Masochist.
I was watching that clip. How's your weekend? I know exactly where we're going. This kid's gonna be so excited, especially if we can hit him with the numbers that we have right now. He will be totes excited. He's playing Dead by Daylight. He's playing as Killer. We found each other on Hover. He comes in quite often. He's always, lurking. Sometimes he chats. Sometimes he just drops some bits. But he's always around. I wouldn't be surprised if he was in my chat right now. Let me scroll down. No, today he's not, but that's okay, because usually he is. Oh, damn, Fat Crumpet's in the building. What? I didn't mean to call him out just now. Sorry, buddy, if you're lurking quietly. I didn't mean to call you out. But it's exciting to see you in here. Yeah, there's Matt. Damn, there's so many amazing people. This is crazy. Oh, boy. I almost want to raid someone from that community then, since there's so many people in here from there. But yeah, this guy's showing me so much love. I do want to show him some love back, and it's all about supporting, right? So let's do that. Lurking, that's okay, Empress. My podcast is done. We went through all the topics that we covered. Tomorrow I will be back on. I'm gonna try to be on early in the morning so that we can do a nice day of Metroid Dread. I'll be starting Metroid Dread tomorrow. I am thrilled. We've beaten Metroid 1, 2, 3, and 4, so on to the 5th game we go. But yeah, folks, let's do this. Let's blow let's blow this kid's mind. This Zane McBoss. You guys have probably seen him in my streams plenty. Honestly, he's a good kid. I couldn't think of anyone kinder to rate at the moment. So yeah, let's flip and do it. Hold on here. Why is this not on TikTok? There we go. I was like, what's happening? Nope. Skip the ad. Boom. 60 seconds. All right. What's poppin' TikTok? We've got 22 incredible people headed out to Zane McBoss. Actually, you know what? Let me delete that. Hold on. What's poppin' world? We've got 22 incredible people headed out to Zane McBoss. The dude is a freaking legend among the hover community. He's always supporting people and showing that love, and finally I get to show him some love back, and that makes my freaking night. So let's do it. Woo! All right, y'all. Let's get these emotes going. Let's get some emote. You're not worried, better not be shit tomorrow. Aw, dang. Take care, dude. Thank you, everybody. Let's get those emotes going. Let's get some hype going. We're going to blow his mind. Let me go ahead and get him up on the screen, as a matter of fact. Because I'm telling you, he's going to lose it. He's going to be like, what? So here we go, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Mwah. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in your streams. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. The lurking, the subs, the chats, everything. Mwah. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye. Or tonight if you're streaming.